Hi everyone, this is Janet McCandless. Welcome to Music Tree, time to begin Unit 5. So, we have started working with musical intervals, and guess what? We get to continue this in this unit. And what else are we going to discover? Oh, that's about it. We're going to be working with playing more things that are hands together, and this unit, because it's only introducing one concept, it's going to be going back into all the other units and giving you a big review of the skills that you've already learned. This is really important. One of the things I love about this book is that its pacing is just perfect. So you've been given a lot of information, and now you're going to be given the chance to go back and just reinforce all of it. And then in the next unit, we're going to be moving forward again. So as I have been saying, this might be a time when you should consider devoting a little bit more time to your practicing. My feeling is music in general. Let's just stop for a minute and talk about practicing. Practicing is really something that you do so that you don't just work through material, but that you become really at ease with it. Because we're taking each of these new concepts and we're just building and building and building and building on it. And so if you don't practice to the point where the concept that is learned becomes easy, kind of automatic and intuitive, it's just going to make your practicing harder in the future. So take the time now to build a good foundation. Now, as you continue to develop as a musician, what I do with my students who are adults is we do a little bit of sight reading every day, and we do a little bit of theory every day. I would rather have my students spend anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes a day doing these kind of things than to do a huge big assignment once a week. Because as far as theory, working on theory concepts and working on sight reading go, and even doing finger building exercises, doing them for short amounts of time daily is more important. That is the most important thing than doing it all once a week and then forgetting it by the time that we have our next lesson. So for me, the most important time for you to practice is the day after you have gone through this video lesson with me. Because within 24 hours, you have taken all the stuff that I've said and you've put it into practice. So it's like that gives you the most amount of memory retention. And because you have a video, you can always go back and you can review things that you might have forgotten. But I don't think that a lot of people really do that. With a normal lesson, you know, if you wait 2 or 3 days before you practice after a lesson, it's going to be all gone by then. All the information, you know, just a little bit will be retained. So develop good habits now. Practice a little bit, a homeopathic amount with your finger exercises. Just sit down at the keyboard and do it. Even if you're there for just like a minute and a half, just do it. But then have longer practice sessions where you really work through your material during the week. You do not have to play all of your songs at one setting. You can always say, I'm going to learn these 3 songs really well, and then I'm going to come back and learn another 2 songs another day. Just as long as you work through this material by the next week, it's perfectly satisfactory, whatever you choose to do. So there's my thoughts on practicing. My thoughts on practicing really, I mean, they go really counter to what a lot of classical musicians think, which is classical musicians think that you need to spend, you know, 6 hours in front of your instrument to be able to get really good at it. And my thinking is less is more. 2 hours tops. And that's really if you're just doing like some really intense preparation and you're working through, you know, like you are on a deadline. When I was learning, I was a fantastic pianist at a very young age, and I only practiced an hour a day. And that might seem like a lot to you, but you know, to a child with not a lot of structured time in their life, that's not that much to have to give, considering that kids that were doing work at my level were practicing twice as much. And it's because I learned how to practice efficiently. So it's better to sit down and concentrate for a short amount of time than sit there all day long and just be going over and over and over this material and possibly practicing bad habits into your performance, which is what happens. Okay, so enough of practicing. Unit 5 in the activities book is really easy, so I'm not going to go through that. Just make sure that you do it, please. I trust you. You're grown-ups, you're big people. We're learning about thirds today. What do thirds look like on the keyboard? They look like this. Can you see that? There is a white key in between the 2 keys that I'm playing. So here are thirds. Yeah. So the way it looks like is we go from line to line or space to space. We skip one in between, just like skipping the stairs. Okay, so snowfall shows us that we begin on G. Softly falling, whispering snow, see the snow gently blow. Now over here in the gold part, it says when I can play snowfall easily, I need to play it again beginning on D. Softly falling, whispering snow, see the snow gently blow. Good. Now I have shells. Shells are like bells, twinkle like bells, tinkle like bells. Are shells bells? The special sound of thirds played together. Couple of pieces of trivia. When we played ours, here's the special sound of seconds played together, and here's the special sound of thirds played together. This is called dissonance. It doesn't sound pleasing to our ears. This is called consonance. It does sound pleasing to our ears. But in the Balkan tradition, this is interesting. This is boring, which is why you have so many of their harmonies in their folk music go from dissonance into consonance, and dissonance to build tension and energy, and consonance to be like a feeling of peace at the end. So if you have ever done any Balkan folk singing, you will be very familiar with this concept. All right, going back to shells. When you can play shells easily, play it again, beginning on C. Shells are like bells, twinkle like bells, tinkle like bells. Are shells bells? And in this example, I played it using my voice to mark the rhythm, bells, which you can do so that you make sure that you are playing your songs of the correct length. Now we have three pieces, Parade, Treehouse, and Stargazers, that are in Using What You've Discovered. And then we have Beethoven's Ninth. I'm going to play this through for you so that you can get a sense of, it's a longer song and it's a little bit, it's a little scary to look at. So here we go. Remember, when you're reading this music, that the stems up on the notes indicate the right hand notes, and the stems down indicate the left hand notes. And if you need to, you can circle the stems down notes so that you remember that your other hand is playing them. So that's a little exercise in coordinating your hands. Now we have, what do we got? 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Ah, hold on, I did this wrong. I'm going to push this down so that, okay, so in this exercise, the right hand is only going up. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Then we have to go again, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. It's really important that you practice counting out loud. I have a lot of students that fudge on this, and let me tell you, I can tell when we have face-to-face lessons. I can automatically tell when they haven't been doing it at home because it's something like reading aloud. You have to practice it for it to be comfortable. So I'm going down with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Now I do it with white keys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. The other important aspect of this is that I want to have my hand in the correct position. At this point, you should not be playing like this. Okay? It's sloppy, it looks terrible, and you're not going to ever be able to play quickly or with good rhythm when your hands are that flat. So it's like you're holding something. Yeah, it needs to be so that your hand can just move to wherever it goes, wherever it needs to go. Yeah, and the easiest is if we just play like this. Not like this. Oh my God, I'm losing control. No, just let your hand be free. Yep, okay, so back to Unit 4. Play Scout Day beginning on B, which I'm going to do. Where was Scout Day? Scout Day beginning on B, and then Thunderstorm beginning on G. So, smartly lifting up their feet, scouts are marching down the street. Man, I completely lost it there. Smartly lifting up their feet, scouts are marching down the street. And I'm not going to play the other one for you because you need to figure that one out yourself. Thunderstorm beginning on G though. Make sure that you do it, please. Transposing is really important, and you need to do these really simple exercises in transposition before we move on to the more challenging aspects of it. Finally, you have some pieces of your own to make up using thirds. Your pieces can be about whatever you like, and it doesn't give you any direction here. So, good luck. I would like to hear 1 or 2 of your pieces that you've improvised. And then I definitely want to hear Beethoven's Ninth, skating, and one other piece from using what you have discovered in Unit 5. So a little bit longer recorded assignment this week because this is in the nature of being an assessment of what you've learned so far. If you want to, you can just record the entire unit. That would be really helpful for me so I can see where all of us are at this point, because this is kind of an area where we have this time to reinforce the basic concepts before we go on to new ones. So yeah, I'm actually going to change that. I want to have the whole unit recorded and 2 improvised pieces. All right, including warm-ups. Please do your warm-ups so I can see that you're doing them. But you don't have to do them all. You can just do 1 for the right hand and 1 for the left hand. Okay, so good luck.